Hello everyone, let's continue to learn Docker. Today we will talking about the Docker commands. How to use this command is being elaborated in the Docker website. For example, this one, Docker images. It also has some example. So today we will introduce some Docker commands, but we can see there are so many commands, so we just introduce some of them and some options. For others, you can just get the information from the website. The first thing I want to say is help. If you don't know some command, you can use help. For example, if you don't know how to use this Docker images, then you can do docker images -- help. It will show how to use this command and options for this command. But compare with the website has more information. The first command I want to introduce is version, Docker version. Then we can see the version information of my client side and the server side. Then let's do a help for this Docker version command. We can see the version has the option -f format string. This option is allow you to print out the information in other format. For example, JSON, then we can get a JSON string. Then let's pipe it to the JQ. Then we can see the whole JSON. If you want to get more detailed information, you can use this command docker info. From the output, we can see there are 13 containers. One of them is running and all others is stopped. Also, we can see there are 3 images, and the storage driver is overlay 2. We will talk about this later. There are also some other informations. It may be very useful. And then let's also do a help. We can see it has the same options -- format. The first two commands is about the information. Then let's talk about some other command we will use in our work. The first one I want to say is Docker images, the one I just showed in the website. Let's do a help first. It shows that this command is used to list images. Let's have a try this command, Docker images. We can see there are 3 images here. The hello world is we just used. And then there's also a Ubuntu. But this Ubuntu, it don't have the Vim installed. So I install Vim and generate a new Ubuntu images with Vim. Let's see the options. The first one, -a, it will show all the images, because default it will hide some intermediate images. It also has the option -q, quiet. It will only show the IDs here. It will hide all other informations, the repository tags. It's very useful. We will introduce later. The next command is search. For example, if we want to install a MySQL, we can search MySQL with the search command. Let's also do the help first. The usage is Docker search with some options and the term you want to search. Then let's do Docker search MySQL. Here is the result. Actually, we can see there are a lot of information relative to MySQL. The first one is the one we want to use. Second one is the MariaDB and then MySQL server. And the search here should be similar as the search in the Docker Hub. So let's go to Docker Hub and search MySQL. Let's go to the Docker Hub homepage and search MySQL. We can see the MySQL, the MariaDB, the Procona, which is similar as the output as the Docker search command. But I recommend do the search on Docker Hub. For example, if we click into the MySQL, we can see it also supports some other version. And then there's some introduction for the MySQL. And also it will tell you how to use this image. For example, we know for MySQL we need to have some root password. But if we don't know how to use it, if we just do docker run, actually we don't know the password, so we cannot use the MySQL at all. So here we can see we set a environment variable. Let's go back and see the options. There is an option filter. We can try search MySQL with filter. For example, if we want to only show the images with the star larger than 500, then we add a filter as stars equal to 500. Then it will only output the 4 images with star larger than 500. Now we already get the image name we want to install, and then if we want to get it, what command should I use? Then it's the docker pull command. Let's also do the help first. We can see the usage is docker pull with some options, the image's name, but also you can add the tag or digest. Then let's do the docker pull MySQL. Then we can find for this image's MySQL, there are a lot of layers. So we know we can add the tag. If we don't add, the default tag is latest, so it put the MySQL latest. Another information is the docker pull MySQL is equal to docker pull the docker io /library /MySQL latest. Because as default, we put the images from Docker Hub. Then let's see the advantage of Docker pull image by layers. For example, our MySQL is the latest. We can also put the 5.7 version. We do Docker pull MySQL 5.7. Then we can say actually it's don't pull all the layers again. We can say most of them is shown as already exist, which is the same as the latest version. So it will not download the layers already exist. It will only download these 4 layers, which is different from the previous. Now in my computer, I have the Docker latest version and the Docker 5.7 version. So this is the advantage of download by layers. Then let's use the docker images command to show the 2 MySQL version. We can see in my computer I have a latest one and the 5.7 one. Now we can see there are a lot of images in my computer, but if I don't want to some images, for example this MySQL 5.7, then how should I remove these images? The command is docker IMI remove image. Let's also do the help first. It can add some options and one or more images. Then let's remove the MySQL 5.7. So we can see it only deletes 5 layers. This is because the other layers is still using by the Docker latest version. Those layers will not be deleted. Besides input the Docker image's name, we can also use the image's ID. For example, if we want to delete this hello world, we can copy the image ID here. But here we got an error. Even if we remove the image with the image's name, let's try docker IMI hello world. It also have the same errors because here is the image is being used by some stuffed containers. Now we have 2 methods to remove this image. The first one is we can remove the container first. Another one is we can use the -f option. We can try docker IMI -f with the image's ID. Now we can successfully delete the image. Then let's do the docker images again. Now we can see we only have 3 images here. Let's come back to the docker images command. Here is the -q options. It will only show the IDs. For example, in my computer now I have 3 images, but if you want to remove all of them, for example, if you have hundreds of images, how you use one command to remove all these hundreds of images? First, let's use the docker images -aq. It will list all the images ID, and then we pipe the result to the docker IMI -f command. Then we can use this one command to remove all the images. Let's do a docker images again. We can see it is empty. In this video, we are talking about the information command and then all the commands related to docker images. In the next video, we will talking about the command related to the docker containers. Thanks for watching. Bye.